Detecting dog movement. 24% complete. 68% complete. Warning. Dog movement detected. Initiating dog neutralizing procedure.
Hassan goes live holding back tears. Yo, we gotta see this. No intro, no nothing. Yes, we have a lot to talk about. We have Denims coming out and defending Hassan and embarrassing herself. We have more Hassan orbiters coming out to defend him and once again embarrassing themselves. Subscribe to the channel or else Hassan will magically put a collar around you and shock you whenever you disagree with him. So, not a threat, but I think it's better to subscribe. Alright, let's watch this clip. I gotta see this. Ain't no way.
I don't know what else to say about this stuff. I don't know. It's just, please. Like, I need to do my job. Okay. There are a lot of adults in here and there are a lot of young people in here as well that want to hear about the news. Okay. They want to hear about what's going on. Defending your favorite streamer is not advocacy or organizing. Please refocus, chatters. It's just, it's utterly irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I know it sounds like it's the most consequential thing that's ever happened in the history of mankind, and people are really dragging it over and over again. But please, for the love of God, like, it's going to be all right. Okay. You know the truth. It doesn't matter. Like, what do you want me to do? At this stage, we have entered a new era on the internet. I've been an active watcher now, and I'm honestly disgusted. I've honestly been watching you for a while, and you kind of disappointed me. What do you mean?
What do you mean I disappointed you? What did I do? It's not like I shocked the dog and then said, no, I didn't shock the dog. But then one of my friends confirmed, yeah, you do have a collar, and it was taped. But then you said it was never. It's like, let me just break it down for you, Habibi Piker. So, people are mad because you keep lying and you are, let's see, when did I last upload? Because I've been sick, I've been hustling, I've been doing a lot of things, so I lost all track of time. So the last time that I uploaded was a day, okay, it was a day ago. It feels longer, I don't know why. It's been a day and a half. You have changed the story about 10 times. You and your friends are struggling to maintain the same story together. It's falling apart. Well, it's not falling, it has fallen apart. I've made a lot of videos about this. You guys have been keeping track of the situation, the story. Now when his son is like, well, you know, you guys know the truth, so forget about any other options out there. It sounds like a cult. It sounds like, let me raise the walls of the garden so you can't peek outside and you can't form any other opinion. I've said this for years, ever since I really took off like 4 or 5 years ago. It's okay to explore other options. I'm not always right. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I say dumb shit. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I'm flawed. That is why, in my opinion, it's okay to get info from here and from there. Seek other sources. Seek other opinions. I don't like to live in an echo chamber. I don't only like surrounding myself with people that agree with me in my personal life. I find different perspectives interesting. I don't want to live in my little bubble of if anyone dares to criticize me, they're wrong. At least I personally like to hear other people out. I like to hear different perspectives. I don't like to live in I'm always right and anyone else that fucking disagrees with me is a hater or they want me fucking killed. No, that's insane. But that's what's happening with his son here. The walls are closing in. His fans, his own fans, people that have been giving him money for years. And we talked about this a few videos ago. There was this guy that was subscribed for over 40 months who was calling him out and his son was like, you're the worst. Get out of here. They're not some random op or some hater. These are your fans.
I've been an active watcher now, and I'm honestly disgusted. I've honestly been watching you for a while, and you kind of disappointed me. What do you mean? I gotta stop reading this stuff. People like to be a part of something larger. People like to be a part of a larger movement. Okay. People like to be a part of a larger movement, and very clearly this is like a big thing that all the normies have gotten on board with. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. There's not really anything I can do about it other than just keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully people will realize that there's no accuracy or veracity to the claims being made.
See, Hassan, this is why people don't like you. It's because you're such a fucking liar. You're such a fucking manipulator. You love to twist words, so your dumbass fans that have a combined IQ of 0.5, you think everyone is as dumb as your cult fans, as your sheep fans, as your NPC fans. I just find it so disrespectful that Hassan thinks we're dumb. I think that's like the biggest offense. And just because they're stupid doesn't mean the rest of us are stupid. We could actually question you. We could actually ask questions like, why have you switched this story like 10 times by now? I forgot I tweeted this. I just saw this. We need to keep bullying him. I agree with this random stranger that definitely isn't me. Definitely do not follow him, guys. Gets caught lying 8 times. Guys, please move on. Can we please focus on the war or like egg prices or groceries being so expensive instead of if I shock the dog or not? Don't get it wrong. I definitely do think there's more important stuff to talk about, bigger issues in this country and in this world. But just because all of that is going on doesn't mean we can't be critical of a douche influencer shocking a dog and then lying about it like 30 different times. You could be upset at multiple things, guys. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. All right, what are we doing here, dude?
First of all, the product can't be turned into a vibrating collar, for starters. Second, the taped photo is fucking doctored, dude. You fell for misinfo. Congratulations, bro. This image, you can clearly see the tape. The tape image is a doctored photo. I took this from the VOD directly. And when you look at the fucking artifacting on these photos, it's very obviously a fucking Photoshop job. Like, you literally fell for misinfo. Congrats. You can just hate Hassan, by the way. You can just say, I don't like him.
I mean, I do say that. Everything has collapsed at this point. There wasn't even tape, guys. You imagine the tape, okay? Once again, I'm gonna play this clip.
What I have to say, I'm in his house. I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs. Yeah. Oh. There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Who do I trust, guys? Who do I trust? Hassan tells TMZ he's receiving death threats and dog napping threats after going viral.
We do not care.
Where I'm like looking back to give her a place command, it looks like I'm moving around where all my Zintins are, ironically enough. And then she yelps. And she's getting back up onto the bed. In the process of getting back up onto the bed, she yelps in that moment. And every now and then, she snags her claw onto something like a dew claw, or she steps on something funny. Sometimes when I'm wrestling with her, she'll give off like a little yelp, or sometimes when she's playing with other dogs, she'll give off a yelp. She wasn't even wearing like the vibration collar that's in contention now. Like everyone's like, this is not, you know, he definitely shocked her. Like on that day, she just had like a regular collar. She has a bunch of different collars. There's like a phi collar, there's a vibration collar.
Now, if I was dumb, I would believe this. Let's talk about the Zin situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see him put anything in his mouth. Shortly after reaching for the Zin, NMP LOL comments on Collar Gay. No idea who this guy is. I've been told this guy is known for saying a lot of dumb shit. Hassan Orbiter number 67 has now been deployed.
At least speaking from my personal experience, because I've met Kaya, you know, and Hassan's a good friend of mine. I can tell you that dog is loved. Like, oh yeah. You know, regardless of what happened or didn't happen, I have no idea if it happened or not. But dogs that aren't loved don't act the way Kaya acts. Dogs that are mistreated and you know, that have abuse, they're not like well trained. Like, you know, they act out. You know, like the dogs that are like, you know, chained in the yard all the time are the ones that be like, you know, biting people as they run by. But Kaya, on the other hand, like, you know, that, like, I remember I was sitting at Hassan's house a couple years ago, and, you know, this big old fluff ball just comes running down the stairs, you know, jumps on top of me, starts licking my face as if we were best friends forever.
I saw this tweet and I was like, this is legitimately what I was gonna say. They just took the words out of my mouth. NMP LOL comments on a woman being abused by her husband. I can tell you that the woman is loved. I have no idea if it happened or not. Women who aren't loved don't act the way she does. They act out. I mean, she cooked me dinner with a black eye, but I didn't see anything, guys. This is a message to Hassan or his orbiters. Do you think we're 5 years old and we can't have critical thinking here? It's low-key insulting that people think we're this dumb. I mean, the times that I've interacted with Diddy, he was always nice. He never did anything weird with me. He wasn't freaky with me. Now, I don't know what he did to his girlfriend or what went down at the Diddy parties, But me and Didi, we were cool. He was always chill with me. He threw me a few racks here and there. I don't know what he did behind the scenes, guys. Probably a nice guy. I can't with these Hassan orbiters. If I see one more being deployed, I'm actually going to lose my shit. They always say the same thing. I'm sick. I'm sick of them treating us like we're 5 years old and we're brain dead. Hassan claims all of his haters are misogynist. Ain't no way. This is what he's going with now?
Who do people hate on the internet the most? Women. Like, women are the #1 op.
I mean, not really. Right now, it's probably Indians, dude.
My ops already hate women automatically. Women are the only group of people that get it as hard as I do, if not worse. All of the people that hate me also automatically hate women in general, which is why they moved on from like, well, they haven't really moved on from targeting me, but they've like very aggressively spread their hatred and animosity to all of my female friends.
It's because every single women streamer that's defending you is a fucking idiot. Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're women. I mean, even the NMP LOL guy, whoever the fuck that was, he's a guy. I think he's a fucking idiot. Funny as it is, it's just one giant coincidence that every single woman that's come out and defended you is fucking stupid. Like, I don't know, dude, that's your friends. This is just from 2 hours ago. Unk is actually losing his mind. Ain't no way.
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. It's just, you did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay?
Hassan, if he was actually good. Like I said in this tweet, we need to keep bullying him. He's pretty close to breaking. And it's funny, I have no empathy. Remember, guys, you don't get empathy until you're 32, so.
Right when the reporter is asking you about optimism, I want to fucking, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time ago. Oh my lord, dude. I 100% think you should someday go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers. The person that caused me to fucking spiral just now is Hidejo Offliner or whatever. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community, okay? He is a consistent voice of nuisance, okay?
I mean, Hassan, that's the audience you have cultivated. These are your terminally ill fans. These are your hardcore fans calling you out. And, you know, if you've been subscribed to Hassan, I think you're a fucking idiot. I don't think it's too late for you. I think you could recoup. I think you could get better. The radical, insane, right-wing pipeline is real. Israel? But as real as that is, so is the extremist left-wing pipeline.
What are you talking about? The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to fucking spiral out of control are
LOL.
always the people that have been in this fucking community for years, who never shut the fuck up. I have banned him before. It's literally just, like, I'm not even singling him out. He's just one example. But this happens all the fucking time, bro. Anyway, one of the worst aspects of like this kind of gathering online is that people, I think people don't behave like this in the real world. That's unironically what I was talking about. That's why I have so much hope for the future of America when I'm out in the fucking streets, right? Because I see grandparents and I see kids and I see regular ass folk that see right from wrong and they say, fuck this. What do you mean? You're just like kidnapping my neighbors. Get the fuck out of here. And they protest. And that gives me confidence. And then when I go back to the internet and I get fucking yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 38 years old, who think that the most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a fucking Twitch streamer's chat.
Dude, what do you mean that's all of your fans? If not a big portion of it. Bro is mad at the fan base he cultivated. Congrats, you've played it yourself. It's funny he's saying what everyone's been thinking because of him. Hassan is the epitome of holier than thou, hence the inability to admit fault. I 1000% agree with you, random Reddit user. I'm with you on that. Your community is a reflection of you. Embrace it. Damn. That is why the Sense community is the best and everyone is epic. Whenever I post something on Instagram or Twitter or a story, once again on IG, and I see the replies, it's most of the time I'm fucking dying of laughter. Unlike Hassan, I don't hate my community. As a matter of fact, not to sound too parasocial, not to sound gay and fake, but I do love my community. All haha kidding aside, I think you guys are pretty epic. I love everyone that takes time out of their busy day to make fan art or shoot me a DM and be like, yo, I'm at work, I get the night shift, you dropped a video at 2 a.m. and I'm gonna be watching that. But enough gayness, let's go back to hating Hassan. Release a Kaya just on her animals, little bro, and your chat will be chill. I'm glad his own fan base is calling him out. Peak. Hassan's crashing out, Hassan's going full schizo, and I find it very haha funny because if the tables were flipped and it was one of his ops, Hassan would be having a fucking field day. So I just want to very briefly take a look at this because I was gonna make a standalone video about this, but fuck it, let's just put it in this one. Pokimane comments on the podcast drama. Now, in case you guys don't know, I talked about this on, I believe, it was this one, right? Pokimane is a effing idiot. Pokey and some other person had Hassan on the podcast, and this was shortly after, you know, the whole dog collar situation. The company decided not to post the episode to protect Pokey and the other chick, but Pokey came out and basically said, yeah, we wanted to put it out, the staff didn't want it, and long story short, she said, yeah, we're gonna restructure this, aka we're gonna be firing some people. We're gonna say we're gonna fire you, but in a nice, wholesome way so people don't think I'm rude. I might have to title this video Pokimane is a fucking idiot part 2, because Jesus, dude.
P-word with H-word be released? I don't.
Will P-word with H-word be released? Is Pokimane like 2 years old? You mean podcast with Hassan? Why are we talking like we're 6 years old? Not even that, that's disrespectful to 6-year-olds.
P-word with H-word be released? I don't. Tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow we're filming, tomorrow we're meeting with the podcast team and we're filming, so we're gonna figure everything out tomorrow. I'm so sorry, I wish I had answers for you guys right now, but it's a bit complicated because I understand the P-word is a reflection of me, but the P-word involves an entire other person and many staff, so I'm trying to both do right by the other people working on it, and just be considerate of everyone's feelings. What is the P-word? I'm trying to confuse the people who don't need to know, you know what I mean?
I can't with these fucking LA influencers. LA needs to get nuked, dude. I hate everyone. Well, not everyone. There's some cool people in LA that I like. Just nuke the bad parts and leave the cool LA influencers. Leave them alone. But I mean, most of them, yeah, dude, nuke their house. In Minecraft, in Call of Duty, and Battlefield 6, of course. I'm using the Hassan tactic right now.
No, guys, the P-word team is like 5 or 6 other people. A lot of people work on the P-word on top of Lily and I.
All right, bro, I'm killing myself. I can't handle this. Subscribe or you hate the P-word and the H-word.